elegant, festive, and simple is this cranberry orange bundt cake. This is a beautiful cake for the holiday season. I baked it in either a 8-cup bundt cake pan or a 10-cup bundt cake pan, but it's really easy. Here's the recipe. Be prepared to take notes. In a separate bowl, you want to sift together 2 cups of flour. You want to add a teaspoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of salt and sift that together. And in a mixing bowl, you want to add 1 cup of sugar plus 1 stick of softened butter. I use salted, but you can use unsalted if that is your preference. To this, once we get that well combined, we're going to add 2 large room temperature eggs, and we're going to mix these together with the butter and sugar until it's thoroughly combined. Once you get that mixed together, in a separate container, you want to add a half a cup of room temperature buttermilk. To that, add a half a cup of room temperature orange juice with just a splash of vanilla extract to balance it all. And you're going to set that to the side for just a moment. In your bowl with your eggs, butter, and sugar, you want to dump in that your sifted flour mixture. All of it. Put it in, and then put all of your buttermilk orange juice mixture in the bowl, and then you're going to give this a mix until it's well combined. Once you get this thoroughly mixed and it's well combined, you want to take a 1 cup of thawed frozen cranberries or fresh cranberries, 1 cup, and toss it with a little bit of flour. Give that a toss until they're well coated, and you're going to add this to your batter, but don't add the extra flour in the bottom of the bowl, just the cranberries, and then add to that another half cup of the fresh cranberries without the flour. Gently fold that into your batter and bake this. Put this in your prepared bundt cake pan, either an 8-cup or a 10-cup, and you want to bake that at 350 degrees for anywhere to 45 to 55 minutes. I think mine's baked for 42 minutes. To make your glaze, you want 2 cups of powdered sugar, and you're going to add just enough orange juice until it gets the consistency that you like. I did end up using some orange food coloring in my in my orange glaze as well, but that's optional. Again, if you want a larger cake, you will need to double this recipe. Like if you're going to use a 12-cup bundt cake pan or larger, just double the recipe. Or if you don't have a small bundt cake pan, you can make this in a loaf pan or 2 loaf pans. But here is our cake. We did let it cool in the pan for about 10 minutes before I flipped it out. And then I let it cool for another 20 minutes before I added the glaze. Again, the glaze is optional. This is one way to serve it. Another way to serve it is to just simply dust it with powdered sugar, because it's beautiful on its own. It's delicious on its own. It's perfect with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. It is a perfect conversation cake for the holidays. Here I just dusted it with some powdered sugar and added some little cranberries in the middle for garnish. Of course, nobody really ate those, but this cake is really good and really delicious. A perfect balance of sweet and tart. Thanks for watching. Happy baking.